Good day, friends and yogis. I'm Nicole Spirit, and we're here to do a zodiac yoga class for Virgo, the constellation of the Virgin or the young woman. It rules the date from August 23rd to September 23rd. Virgo is an earth sign ruled by the planet Mercury, so all about communication. And the areas of the body are the stomach and the digestive system, the nervous system, rules fight or flight. So I want you to just get comfortable on the ground, come into easy pose, Sukhasana. It says that Virgos are intelligent, reliable, diligent, and have high standards, prefer experience over stuff, and love having an authentic connection, close with family. So I wanted to just tune into that energy today of feeling really peaceful, feeling like we're going through that change of seasons soon. If you're in the northern hemisphere, going from summer to fall, and sometimes this is called late summer in the Chinese medical system, so the Qigong world. And I will admit on a personal note that I've been going through a little bit of a tough time lately, and both of my hips have been really, really tender the last 2 weeks or so. And yeah, wanting to have actually a class that's more restorative. And the word that I wanted as our theme for this Virgo constellation time is gratitude, so feeling grateful. So if you can, please arrive in your seated position. We're just going to take things easy today and do more of a slow, gentle gratitude class. So let's close our eyes, sit up nice and tall, and we're going to take 5 deep breaths while we listen to the beautiful Satori wind chime. So you might say the word inhale inside your mind and exhale. Just come into the here and now. How are you today? The theme is gratitude, so saying 3 things that you are grateful for. We might add in, I am grateful for my mind. I am grateful for my heart. I am grateful for my body. And I am grateful for my spirit. Think of your soul. What does your soul want you to know today? Beautiful. If you have a blanket close by, we can use it for part of our practice or for the end of class. And I just wanted you to appreciate that the summer can be very busy. If you're in the south hemisphere, it might be the ending of winter coming soon. So whatever energy is happening, just notice if there's been a busyness in your life, if there's been an energy that's really intense. And I want you to nurture yourself now like you never have before. Leo season can be very, very strong. It's the strength card in the tarot with the big lion ruling the energy of the jungle. And so I want you to come back to that soft, sweet energy of when we think of Virgo, we think of a young person, a young, tender heart, an innocence, and bringing in that sense of gratitude. So if you're still here, thank you so much. Maybe you have this blanket close by, or you can go and grab one. And coming into our first restorative pose, we're going to do something called rock pose. So this is where we take our legs underneath us, and I really like having a block or a blanket or towel that you can actually sit on. This feels wonderful. So stay with that theme of a long, smooth breath. Try not to slouch here. Make any little adjustments that you feel are perfect for your body. And I just want you to ponder what you are grateful for. So I gave you some little cues as to being grateful for your heart, grateful for your body, for your mind, and for your soul. So let's bring our hands up at the heart and make sure you're in a seated position that is gloriously comfortable for you. If it's not rock pose, Vajrasana, no worries. Turn it into a Sukhasana, an easy pose, a cross-legged position. And just for a couple of breaths, close your eyes, smile and breathe, and just feel grateful for your heart. So this class is also to honor the divine feminine and the divine masculine, finding that beautiful balance of energies within you. Let's take one more breath, being in our heart, connecting to our most valuable superpower, which is love, and most importantly, unconditional love for yourself, for others, even for all of the crappy things in the world situation. Let's just throw love and gratitude at this experience, perhaps honoring that this is the perfect thing for us to be going through right now. Let's spend one more smiling breath in our heart, giving thanks for the good and giving thanks for the lessons, or sometimes called blessing, the blessing and the lesson mixed together. Good. So we're going to honor our bellies today, and we're going to actually lay down on our tummy if that's available for you. So lowering first through the upper body, just gently straightening the legs out behind you. Lower yourself mindfully to the floor and just feeling your connection. Move any anatomy or body part around that you need to. If your chest is in the way, you might put that blanket underneath your chest. For the gentleman, maybe you're adjusting other parts. So just being totally gracious here and trying to honor what's best for us today. So what would it feel like if we took our arms behind us and we just lift up through the head and neck and the chest? So just feeling this pressure on your belly, on your stomach, your pancreas, even your liver a little bit. The half lotus pose, just doing a little pressure into the belly and then lowering down. I said lotus, I meant locust. Almost the same thing, but totally different. All right, and then we're going to try the variation of lifting the legs. So what would it feel like to lift the feet? Maybe the calves lift a little bit, and maybe you're even able to lift your thighs a little bit off of the ground. Good, and then lower back down. Now my head and neck lifted automatically, so see what this would feel like to put it all together. You can lift your arms, lift your chest, lift then the feet, and just see how it feels to put pressure on this midsection. It is a very intense pose for sure. And I want you to really just honor what feels good for you today. Let's hang out here for one more breath. Good. And then we're going to cross the hands underneath our chin, lower everything down and turn your head one direction. Close your eyes and deep breathe. Notice how you felt. Be super honoring and gentle. And I've been doing these 2-minute classes lately, so this one is a longer practice. And I'm honored to have you join. Really just trying to find a softness in your day, in your practice, taking it easy, and just noticing where life has been challenging or giving you extra tests, and coming back to your sense of a beautiful mind, body, and spirit. Having that connection. Come back to your head being in neutral. Keep breathing here, and we're going to do something called swimming. So make sure you have room in front of you. If it's available, reach your arms out in front. And we're going to just lift our right hand and our left foot, and then lower down. And then the opposite, left arm, right foot, and lower down. So go up just a little bit. If it feels nice, you can go a little bit higher. But I want you to just really honor that midsection, the stomach, the intestines, the lower belly, the second chakra of the body associated with the color orange. It's said to be part of our passionate energy, our creative energy, and also where we sometimes store worry or guilt. So I want you to just gently massage out if there's any worry or guilt or nervous energy in the body, and let that go. Just let it go. Good. One more on each side. And then we have a lovely rest again. Come back, bring the hands back under the chin. Now you're going to turn your cheek the other direction and rest on your hands. Open the feet a little bit if that feels nice. Smile and breathe. When I hear dogs bark, I instantly feel gratitude. I feel so lucky to have the connection with dogs that I do, whether it's my own or other animals that I get to see out and about. The connection with cats, dogs, all creatures, big and small. I know it sounds weird, but I've even come to be appreciative of the fruit fly. And instead of trying to eliminate them all, I just kind of look at them and appreciate them and remember that they're an insect and they're just as beautiful as a butterfly. Okay, come back to center. Okay, what about the mosquito? Okay, I know, the mosquito can be kind of annoying, but just following that Buddhist principle that you don't kill anything. Isn't that lovely? All right, let's bring the hands under the shoulders. We're going to push the ground away and we're going to come up onto our hands and our knees. Now, I admit this pose that we're going to do next, our lizard pose, is a little bit intense, but I do think it's a beautiful hip opener. We store trauma and tension in the hips, and I personally wonder for myself if that extra tenderness in my hips has been associated with the emotional things going on in life. So I want you to be really honoring and just see. Maybe you hang out here in tabletop, maybe you float back into child's pose. What would it feel like to do a lizard together? Let's try the variation. Bring your right hand a little closer to your left, and we're going to step, walk, jump, place our right foot as high up as we can near our right hand. Lots of doggy energy today. It's our neighbor and friend Jenny walking by. Doggy Jenny. So the dogs have to bark. All right, so this is enough for me today. I'm like totally feeling it. My right hip has been a bit more a wee then the left. So what would it feel like maybe to push the knee down and back a little bit? Another variation, if you're feeling it, is to curl the toes under of that left leg and lift the leg. So this feels okay for me, but I'm not going to go any deeper today. And breathe, really just breathe into that right hip. Lower the knee, whatever feels good. Another variation is to walk your hands a little bit forward and come down on your forearms. So I'm not going to do that today, but I want to just hang out for one more breath in lizard pose. Think of how we all have 4 compartments to our brain, and we do all have a reptilian brain. That's the lowest of the 4 brain parts in a human being. Good. Then we're going to very gently, softly, sweetly bring that right knee back. Hang out for a moment. Had a release in my kneecap. The good old patella. And then we're going to bring our left hand a little bit closer to the right. Take it super gentle. Now we're going to take our left foot and bring it up to where it feels good. So please assist your foot and leg to come up. You can wiggle your toes up. And then again, you get into this nice position. So feel it out. Would it feel good to do a little rocking? Maybe a little side to side motion. Feel that length in the spine. Continue to honor your spine. And then feel into that left hip. This is probably one of the most powerful hip stretches. Good. So let's play with this a little bit. Arms are straight, hands are under the shoulders. Grip a little bit like you're a cat or a dog, so curl your finger pads and imagine having that claw energy. Try not to dump all of your weight into your wrists. Now try the variation. Curl your right toes under. What would it feel like to lift that right leg? And again, if it's way too much, just hang out where you are. Find your sweet spot. I'm going to lower that knee. And then the other variation is to lower down through the upper body. Put your forearms or even your right forearm on the ground here. I'm not going to do that today, just being really intuitive and sweet with myself. And I posted a video a couple of days ago, love your body. So I want you to say, I love my body. It protects me when I need that extra energy of just really soothing my own body, mind, and soul. So really thank your body. Have that gratitude for your precious body, for your precious breath, for your mind, your soul. And then ever so gently, we're going to release that left foot. Open your knees wide, sink your hips back. And this might be a nice spot to put your blanket in front of you and just lower down and rest on the blanket. So child's pose, if that's way too far down, you can also stack your hands and just rest your forehead, your intuition center on your hands. And I want you to feel a connection with the root chakra, so the one that's at the base of the spine, honoring the red energy. Then come up to the belly, honoring the orange, creativity. At the root we have acceptance. We release judgment. Then we come up to the belly, that's our creativity. We release worry. Then we come up to the solar plexus. Take a nice deep breath into that yellow sunshine chakra at the middle of the torso. And that's where we have passion and manifestation energy for our willpower. We release fear and anger. Come up to the heart, experience the green energy of the love and courage of the heart chakra, releasing grief and sadness. Come up to your neck and throat and feel and honor the blue chakra, the energy of our truth, our spirit, our true voice. It's also a receiving center, so we can ask for what we wish for and need in life. Come up to your third eye, the indigo blue, your intuition, your inspiration. Release confusion. And then at the top of the head, we have the purple energy, connection to the divine. whatever that is for you. The God, goddess energy, the energy of the creator, the energy of something magical filled with unconditional love, non-judgment, and even a sprinkle of detachment. Like when you see a beautiful flower bloom and then the flower fades away, and you don't mourn for the flower, you feel grateful that you got to see it in the first place and experience that connection. Good, then ever so gently we're going to push our way up. That was a long time in child's pose. I hope it was okay for you, and please always honor and, shift things around as necessary. So the crystal that rules Virgo, one of them is blue sapphire. So I actually chose a ruby. This is a raw ruby, which is in the same family as sapphire. So sapphires are blue, rubies are more purpley red. So now I want us to come into Shavasana, corpse pose. So if we have a blanket, we can use our blanket as a pillow. We can cover ourselves with our blanket. Check in, what do you need today? And maybe if you have a little rock or crystal or some kind of stone nearby, a little gem, even a little piece of quartz, maybe you place that on your forehead. And then really honor what works today. Does it feel nice to have your legs straight? Does it feel nice to have your knees bent? Arrive in Shavasana with no judgment. Just really notice what feels good for you right now and be here. Honor this space, honor this energy. Smile, close your eyes, and take a nice, long, smooth, deep breath. And let's actually place our hands interlaced at the thumbs over our belly. And the next full breath we take, inhaling so our hands rise. And then the diaphragm lifts and opens, and then you fill the lungs from bottom to top. Just pause at the top of the inhale and then exhale and gently release. Go past the mind, honoring your wisdom. Go past the heart, honoring your love. And go into the belly, honoring your vitality. And just see if we can create this long, smooth breath for a few more moments. A 7-second inhale and a 7-second exhale, rising and falling through the belly. Let's do 2 more full breaths. When we breathe this deeply, we honor the parasympathetic nervous system. We release the fight or flight or freeze. The breath often freezes. And we really tune in to slowing our beautiful, precious life down to the pace of nature. Give yourself time to grow. Imagine when you plant a seed and you nurture it and you fertilize it and you water it, and the little plant starts to come out, little shoot comes out of the ground, the plant continues to grow, and then maybe you see some flowers, and then maybe you get something like tomatoes or apples or a rose or your favorite flower. I want you to tune into that right now. And if it's the energy of, feeling raw like an onion, then maybe noticing how that beautiful flower from the allium flower is one of my totem flowers. It's the most beautiful flower that there is. So try to find the beautiful in your struggle, in your challenges in life. That's where your greatest power lies. And let's also Remember that we can ask our guardian angel for help whenever we need it. We can ask extra angels for help whenever we need assistance in our life or with somebody else. And we can always tune into our free superpower of taking deeper breaths, smiling and feeling love. And a little affirmation we'll finish with for this gratitude practice. Repeating after me out loud or silently, I am loved. I am lovable. And lastly, I am loving. Wherever you are, give your belly a little rub. Say thank you. If you can figure out which direction, go clockwise. This honors the direction of digestion. And then we'll let our hands go with a little sigh. If you have a little gem on your forehead, gently release it now. Maybe give it a kiss. Keep it super simple. And if you'd like to, you can stay here longer. Let's honor the end of our practice by bringing our hands together at the heart. A little bit of a smile. Keep that breath mindful. We dedicate the merits of our practice to all sentient beings. May all beings be relieved of their suffering, and may we dwell together with great fruitfulness and harmony. The light in me greatly honors and sees the light in you. Namaste. I wish you a beautiful day, and let's think of this as the first day of the rest of our life. Thank you, I love you, and I'll see you again soon.